before we can start working on the actual tailgate that's actually back there, what we're gonna do is get some new batteries in this thing, and hopefully it should start up.
You join us in Central Florida, where we are looking at the reclusive Crooked Mustache. Here, he seems to be around this big vehicle, and he's getting ready to open its mouth and see what's inside.
There's no battery hold down. There we go. That's battery number 1. The batteries are actually lighter than they look. It's just that I'm used to lifting them out of lower cars. So getting the first battery in was no big deal since there's no battery hold downs. The second battery is pretty much the same. There's a bunch of stuff connected there. Gonna leave everything connected until I know what I can disconnect. One of those is the lift gate. Well, we've got 2 new batteries connected and nothing blew up. Now, I actually did record the startup, which went pretty much uneventfully, but because I was wearing my lapel mics, the noise canceling was so good that you couldn't even tell the truck was running from the audio on the mic. All I can tell you is she started up and it was time to move on to the next thing. Whoa! Now, the first thing we have to do is take off this cover that's right there. That's where the 2 bolts are. That's covering the hydraulic pump, hydraulic ram, and all of the cabling that actually actuates this whole thing. Now, we got the bolt on the right. That one's fairly easy, but I'm starting to wonder that this thing has not been serviced in a while. And the reason I'm trying to pull it off that way is because the bolt that's on the left is actually wedged inside the hole that it was actually meant to be put through. We're going to have to be a little bit more creative in trying to get that bolt out.
If worst comes to worst, I grind off the head and we deal with it another way.
Now, according to Tommy Gates' website, you're supposed to service this thing every 120 days, or 1,500 to 2,000 cycles. I have a feeling that didn't happen here.
All right, now according to their website, you can use automatic transmission fluid, so that's what we're going to use just to see if we can get this thing functioning. All right. This is the reservoir tank. Hopefully it's empty, which would mean, yep, we have a fluid issue. I'm gonna put another cord in. All right, so on and then armed. We have movement. We have movement. Okay, it's gonna bleach out the rest of the shot, but this way you guys can actually see it. All right, so it looks like there is a leak in the piston itself. Yep. So what I need is a new ram. That's pretty cool. It leaks like there's no tomorrow, but oh, it turned itself off. Ooh, that was a bit of a squirt there. Yeah, so that's definitely something we're gonna need to fix, but I think that's really cool. That's the release function. That's me holding the down, so it stops there. And then if I do it fully, okay, don't want to mess the pump up because the pump is working fine. What's killing us is the that leaking hydraulic ram. So small victory time. we got this thing working. We know the pump works, and we know that the reservoir holds fluid. So the leak is occurring right at the ram. So next episode is going to be taking that ram off and seeing if we can get the parts to fix it, or if we can just get a replacement hydraulic ram and just bolt it in place, attach the lines, and use it that way. So this is awesome. This is awesome. I've been seeing your guys' comments about the fact that it's a 6.0. Like I said in the video, I know nothing about diesels. And when I saw all this stuff, I was kind of like, oh my God. But then again, I mean, for those of you who know diesels but don't know Audis, this is considered an unreliable Audi. And that one back there with the twin turbo V6, that's considered one of the most unreliable cars in the world, pushing 215,000 miles. So I'm not saying that means I'm gonna, 3 for 3 on this one, but again, not considered reliable and considered one of the most unreliable cars ever produced. So I'm hoping that God shines on me and that this thing is not too far gone. So that'll be future upcoming. But I have listened to you guys. I'm going to start looking into the 6.0 or the 6-point blow, whatever problem. So this is awesome. This is a huge win. Worst comes to worst, just getting this thing functioning means that for the time being, even if this truck only lasts another 20,000 miles, this tailgate is going to get a lot of use. So we need to get this thing fixed. So that's it for now, guys. I'm so glad that we actually went ahead and did this. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming future videos. As always, for Crooked Mustache, I'm Alfred. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Dale.